Hey, how's it going everyone? Today I want to show you the Falco build that I have created, and honestly I'm pretty happy with it. As you can tell, it's a one-shot build. This build is based off of the anime Edgerunners. We are going to be using one of his pistols, which is the RT-46, or specifically RT-46. We can find his revolver at a specific mega building, which is H6. This can be found right here on the map. This is also near a few other locations. So if you were going from the Arasaka Tower, you could take a direct shot from there down here. And yeah, pretty easy spot to get to. Once you are here, you will want to take the elevator up. If you do not have access to this at all, then this might be because of a gig. I honestly cannot recall if it is, available, after or before. So let me know down below. What we are going to do next is when you have arrived all the way towards the top, you are going to proceed forward, then take a left. As you can tell, I'm in this first section here. Take a left, then take a right. Go up these stairs. Then as you do, you will take another left and go through this door. This door will be locked, but you can open it up. And then you will find the crafting spec right here. What I suggest is that you do not craft this just yet if you do have the Artesian perk. The reason for this is because we are going to be going over the attributes and stats, and one of the perks is going to increase your damage when you do craft weapons. Let's move on towards the next destination, which is Skyline and Salinas, and we are going to locate the vendor right over here towards the right side. It's going to be rifles and pistols. We can find the entrance right here, then go up to the vendor and interact with him. There, of course, is going to be quite a few items here. What we are looking for is the DR12. Now, the crafting spec is not there, so what do we have to do? We have to exit out, skip time 24 hours so that we can then reset the vendor. If we take a look inside the shop, it should be there. I would like to note as well that if you do reach crafting level 12, you will be able to craft this legendary version automatically. I'm only showing you this if you do want to pick up this epic version because let's say you do not have crafting level 12, so at least you can have that as your sidearm. We now have our two weapons. Let's now head over towards the Cyberware, which is right over here towards the luxury apartments. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what Cyberware are we going to pick up? Is it going to be the typical Sandy? No, we are going to do something a little different. Let's pick up the Berserk. We are going to pick up specifically the Militech Berserk Mark V. What's so great about this is quite a few things. There is a reduced weapon recoil by 15%, weapon sway by 15%. You will increase your melee damage by 50% as well. This is great just so you can finish enemies off with your pistol. You know what I mean? Just a quick melee afterwards. And then you increase your armor and resilience by 10%. Not only in this, the duration is 60 seconds as well as the cooldown. And not only that, there's a little bit more to it. I just want to lastly mention another thing with this is that you are able to then gain 5% of your health for every enemy you take out when Berserk is active. Moving on towards the next location, which is right here over at the Japantown. As you just saw on the map, we are going to go towards the vendor right here and interact with them. There's going to be an item that we want to purchase, and this is going to be a mod for the Berserk. I do want to note that if you have a legendary and epic, feel free to, throw that on. For some reason, when I was checking these vendors, it seems like the items have swapped around. I'm not too sure if it's in the latest patch or what. I just could not find a legendary crafting spec. And I do want to mention that the mods itself is totally optional. Berserk is powerful in its own, especially with that specific OS. And moving towards attributes, add 18 points towards body, purchase Invincible and Tenacious V to help with health regeneration as well as increase in health. Divided Attention will allow us to reload while maneuvering. Regeneration to help with, again, regeneration. These top three are just simple ones with health regeneration, stamina, and again, health regen. As for this one is Multitasker. This is going to allow you to shoot while sprinting and maneuvering. Transporter, you can pick up bodies and use your pistol. Thought it would be a good one to add towards this build. As for Reflexes, add 12 and let's go towards handguns. There's not too much to explain here because most of these perks are going to increase your damage and your crit damage. For example, Steady Hand is a little bit different because this will obviously reduce the recoil. But Rio Bravo, perks like that will increase headshot damage multiplier, or Desperado will increase damage overall, and just a lot of these are like that. Even Grand Finale, one of my favorites. What's so great about this is that if you have one last bullet in your clip and you shoot that sucker out, it will deal double damage towards whatever enemy. Moving on towards the next attribute, which is going to be technical ability. Of course, we are using tech weapons. Let's purchase the Field Technician. This is going to add 10% more damage towards our crafted weapons. Of course, purchase these two so you can craft weapons. Moving on towards Engineering, Blast Shielding to reduce damage taken. Then if we go over towards the left, Gun Whisper. Fully charged tech weapons do not shoot automatically. The next perk up to 11 will allow you to charge your weapons up to 100%. This one right here will reduce the charge amount needed for tech weapons to penetrate through walls. Superconductor is always good. Blade Runner increases damage to drones, mechs, and robots by 40%. Well worth that one as well. Ubercharge is going to deal 30% more damage when your weapon is charged. Tesla, this increases the charge multiplier. Lickety Split, tech weapon charge time is reduced by 20%. And of course, we already went over blast shielding. And last but not least, this is the only one that we are going to talk about because of course intelligence, we will just leave that blank. We are going to add 12 points towards cool. The first and second perk is going to increase crit damage as well as damage against humans. And time to head towards Cold Blood. Pick up the Cold Blood perk to increase your movement speed. We are going to pick up Rapid Blood Flow to increase health regeneration inside and outside of combat. Coagulant, this is going to be great because none of our stacked blood is going to, dissipate quickly. It's not going to go away. Easy Out is great because this increases your weapon range damage. Icy Veins reduces weapon recoil. And this right here, I did not mean to purchase at all, so do not do that. That was an accidental one. That's the only one I accidentally purchased, so again, just don't do it. One thing I would like to mention is that the description for this revolver, it says that it is a tech pistol and that it is supposed to be chargeable. Yet you cannot do that, so I'm guessing this is just a bug that has yet to be fixed. Anywho, that's why I included the other pistol options so that you can then swap to that for the charged perks. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, turn on the notifications for all, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will see you all on the next video.